Mr. Walberg.
In the second greatest man-made document that was ever written, called the American Constitution, Article 1, Section 8 talks of what Congress is responsible for, what our priorities, our responsibilities are, and in that certain list that we are to defend and protect our citizens against all enemies, foreign and domestic. We are to carry on a number of other responsibilities in administering this free country. Section 9 talks about what we shouldn't do. But it all goes back to that greatest document, man-made document of all time. And that's the Declaration of Independence. That lists entitlements 3 to United States citizens, nay, to anyone. But America found it out. And that's the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, which our framers and our founders understood to be prosperity, property, the opportunity to fail as well as to succeed. Because without the opportunity to fail as well as succeed, we don't have freedom. We don't have a choice, and we don't have the responsibility. But in turn, if we are given that inalienable right list by our government taken from God himself, the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, allows us all of the chance to be fiscally, economically blessed, as well as socially responsible to the rest of the world as well as ourselves.
Thank you very much. And to wind up this section for us, Mr. Rooney.
You know, when I was a prosecutor, I'd often get upset at some commentators who would say, oh, the jury system's no good in America. It's baloney. The jury system's very good in America because the American people get it. And the notion that, you know, the American people can't make their houses fiscally sane any longer it's a false notion. You people around this auditorium, people around America, around this district, around the dinner table every night are deciding with their husbands and wives what they can and can't afford, what they need versus what they want, and they're making those tough decisions. The problem is you have people like Congressman Mark Schauer in D.C. that thinks it's free money. He's not a good steward of your money, and they forget that it is your money. It's your hard-earned paycheck. When I go door to door, when my team goes door to door, inevitably the first thing people say is they want the dignity of a job. They don't want the unemployment check again. They want a paycheck. And so we need people to go down to D.C. that understand that we take certain monies in, and then we prioritize that money on what we can and cannot afford, and then we send it out again in those priorities. The only exception would be a constitutional duty that we would have as a congressman or woman, and that's to the national defense. Other than that, we have to keep our fiscal house in order. And right now you have people that don't understand that it's not free money. They don't understand that it's your money. Thank you.
Very nice job, gentlemen. We're going to go into Section 3, Part 3 of our program now. And this is the way that it's going to work. The candidates were asked to prepare 2 questions apiece for their opponents. So we're going to have a round of question asking of opponents. We drew to see who's A, who is B, and who is C. And Mr. Rooney is A, therefore he will go first to ask B, Mr. Walberg, who turned out to be the drawer of B, a question. And let me describe how this question is going to work, because they're all going to work this exact way. There will be a question. The answerer will have 90 seconds to answer. If the questioner wants to rebut, he will have 90 seconds to rebut. And if the answerer wants to rebut, he will have that final privilege. So it's question, answer, possible rebuttal, and then on to the next question. So that's the format. There will be 90 seconds for the answer, 90 seconds for the rebuttal, 90 seconds for the rebuttal's rebuttal. Okay? And that means that they don't have to use the whole 90 seconds, so you still might bring me in under time. We're a little bit over right now.